Celtic have just dropped points away to Hearts. It's the first time that both Glasgow teams have dropped points in the same weekend since about 2014. What it does do is it shows you at the top of the screen there that, yes, they are still top of the league. Celtic are still in second place on 46 points. And yeah, it was we had the chance. We had the chance and we didn't take it. We didn't take it. It's as simple as that. We didn't play to what we could. What we could. It was disappointing. It was disappointing. Kyogo, well, it's not as you were. I mean, the Sky are saying it's as you were when it comes to the league. But what it's done is it's allowed Rangers to stay 2 goals to the better in front of us. And then what it's done also is it's put a little bit of pressure on Celtic. Oh, look, there's fucking fat boy sitting there smiling. Wipe the cocaine off your moustache, boy, eh? Let's see what the comments are saying. James Gorman says, just walked out, can't watch it anymore. Celtic shite, no leader on the pitch. Yogi Boy 78 says, still numpties, we're calling for Calmac to be replaced. Without Callum McGregor, we're absolutely woeful today. I did say I was worried about not playing Callum McGregor. But if he's not 100% fit, you couldn't chance him in a game like this, and this enormity. How much did we miss Callum McGregor? So you're right to Yogi Boy, to all the ones that are saying Callum McGregor needs to be replaced. Well, there's what happens. There's the team. There's the performance. There's the performance that you get when Callum McGregor isn't playing. So yeah. Martin says William Martin says we'll still win the league. Celtic missed Calmar, an early red hurt them bad. It was the same as what happened in the Champions League as well. We got those early red cards in the Champions League this season, and that affected the team's performance until the end. Now the subscriber count has just went up, so you have to wait 20 minutes. So all you zombies that are now subscribed to the channel, you need to wait 20 minutes. And Jank, I'm going to stay on here for 20 minutes? Not a chance. Mark Boy says we're utter shite, but the game was good. It was good when we went into 10 men. The team, absolutely no bottom. Wex 1888 says fucking 7 points clear. Beat the Huns, and that's 10 when the Huns lost yesterday. We should have been 13 instead. We're 2 points behind. That's 11 points dropped. Any other manager be gone? The manager will not be gone. He'll not be gone in the running. No manager would be sacked being only 2 points behind. No manager would be sacked being only 2 points behind and so many games to go. Not a chance. Stevie 5G says, did Rodgers seriously think bringing on Kelly was going to turn it around? What options did they have on the bench? Awata wasn't doing it in midfield. I think he should have instead of bringing Kyogo on, he should have brought in Kelly for Kyogo, because Kyogo was running about like a headless chicken. Kyogo was running into positions where, and then when he was trying to do flicks and there was nobody there, and you're like, Kyogo, come on. Only 2 subs all game. No fight. Maida shocking. Yes. Dyson Maida. I don't even know what to say about Dyson Maida, because let's face it, he has to go at the end of the season if we lose this league. Brendan Rodgers needs to go at the end of the season if we lose this league. Enough of this Brendan Rodgers out at the end of the season. Even if we do win the league, Brendan Rodgers is to be out, according to some of the fans this evening. Make sure to share this on socials. Try and get as many Celtic fans. The substitute account is going up, so we know that there will be a few zombies trying to get on board. There will be a few zombies trying to get on board, but they'll not be able to get past us, and they'll not be able to get past the time limit. The time limit that we do have, and that is on a countdown timer as we speak. Guitarman says that if we'd recruited properly, this might have never happened. Well, that's probably one of the big reasons why the recruitment staff have been told that they're they're no longer they're surplus to requirements, and they're on gardening leave until the end of the season. Celtic needs to go out and make sure that they get the best man in to get the Bobo Glint manager. He can beat teams like Roma on a crap budget. I wouldn't be adverse to that, but I can't see unless Brendan Rodgers, unless there's something going on in the background, I can't see Brendan Rodgers leaving it. So, Sevco saying that they're lucky. We bottled that bad day of the office. Bad refereeing, bad Celtic performance, never a penalty for the other side. Definitely not a red card. Bad game, says Donald Mackey. Was it a red card? Was it a red card? His foot was high. The player didn't put his head down. You know, you could say it was a red card. This guy turned it over. What's that nonsense about? Um, what English football? Yeah, when you look at it, it's 3 points dropped. 3 points dropped. It would have put us top of the league and it would have put it all in our hands. I did say, even at half time, I thought we could go out and win 2-0. But the fight wasn't there in this team. You never had Callum McGregor doing this, getting the team up, getting them motivated, pushing them forward. We do not have that with Tomoki Iwata. When you look back to the manager that brought in Tomoki Iwata, I mean, it's all fine and dandy him, talk through translators and that. But when a guy isn't, for English isn't his first language, it's imperative that you get in someone that does, and especially in that important position. Could you imagine Manchester United under Roy Keane, dropping Roy Keane being out, and then they bring in some foreign guy to play in his position that couldn't speak a word of English? It just wouldn't have happened back in the day. Celtic need to do something, and they need to do something fast this summer. I mean, whatever happened with the league now will happen. There's a lot of football still to be played. A lot of football still to be played, but let's take a look at the Celtic Twitter, as we did yesterday. We're not going to shy away. Let's take a look at the Celtic Twitter. When are you going to grow a pair of balls? This was absolutely disgraceful. A decision. Yes. Celtic balled it. This says that one. And Brendan out. The Banter Bottling Club. Now, there's a lot of Huns on, as you would expect. Game over. A great day for the Huns. Yeah, it's just been absolutely thinking by Rangers fans. It's a shame that you lot lie down to us. Yeah, it is a shame that they lie down to him. He's dropped points in 28% of league games this season. If anyone thinks that is acceptable as a Celtic manager, they seriously kidding themselves. This is not title winning form, says Posey Bourne. Didn't think that we wanted it enough today. Even down to 10 men, it's shocking. VAR decision, Taylor, Scales, shocking. Maida, useless at actual football, and we insist on playing him. Playing it for the back, nothing that we really did. Oh, no, of course, big chance blowing today, 10 men out. You don't become bad players. We're all soft all over the pitch. Pulling out of tackles, yes, definitely pulling out of tackles. Maida is the worst technical player I've ever seen. Dyson, Maida. Let's talk about Dyson. I think personally, Dyson had a woeful game, and it's not the first time that he's had a woeful game. But who do you bring on when you look at the bench and you look at the wingers that we've got in? I mean, could the wingers have done any better today that were on the bench? Don't give up Celtic just yet. The red card cost us. The red card cost us. It did cost us, but it is what it is. It's football. It is football. We don't have the divine right to win every single game. We do have the divine right to demand that the team puts out the best performance for us. We did say before the game that we need a performance from the team today. We let them dominate the pace of the game right from the off, and then that kind of spooked us a bit, and we never really got into it. John Kelly, Wex 1888 says, injuries, no excuses. We had one player out today, McGregor. Yes, and McGregor is one of the most important players at Celtic. He motivates the team. He dominates that midfield. He makes sure that people are running in the right positions and moving at the right time. He's very vocal. When you take that vocal person out of the team, you need to replace it with a similarly vocal person. We did not. We do not have. We do not have another Scott Brown sitting in the sidelines to come on. It's a worrying sign for Celtic because other than that, we need to look at Cameron Carter-Vickers, and he's not the most vocal guy at the back, is he? He's a big, quiet, gentle giant, isn't he? But it is what it is. We move on. I'm trying to get Sky can show the score, Scottish Premier. Sky just switched off already. Sky are absolute scum, aren't they? So they haven't showed any of the Celtic at all. Fucking switched there off. What is the point of even paying for Sky? I think Kyogo could be missing Ange too. Kyogo's not just missing Ange. Kyogo's missing how to play football. His his positioning, while he got into good position sometimes today, his passing was terrible. He was trying to do flicks to players that weren't there. He was doing step overs to step over the ball to let who get it exactly, because Adam Ida was about 20 yards further up the pitch. Anyway, let's get in some of the comments before we decide to call it a day. We'll be calling it a day just in under 10 minutes' time. Total clear out needed this summer, regardless of what happens this season, definitely. Good afternoon, Baz. Absolutely shocking decisions today. We were still shite, though. Jim Dolan, we were ranked rotten the first half. What happened? Brendan Rodgers is bound to be thinking, what happened to this team of fast one touch pass, one touch pass? We did not play like that. We taken the ball, we went back inside ourselves. We didn't push the force, we didn't push the play up, we didn't force it, we didn't want it. They were missing Callum McGregor. Simple as that. Kissing Callum McGregor. That handball, if it was Golston, would have been a penalty, would have been given. Nothing changes after this weekend. We still have to win against the Stevco. No sour grapes, but I'm amazed Celtic haven't asked um, self-concerned Rangers fan to allow. Yes, I'm not even going like beating them. Who cares? Paul Bear just talking shit. It's time to blow the whistle when Brendan Rodgers out. There's Paul Bear after Chris Boyd saying dangerous when kung fu fighting. What a tit. Um, Chris Boyd is just a fan. He's just looking for a reaction on Celtic fans online. Back to square one. Bring your own kids through and we'll show some fight and bottle. Exactly. I don't want us to go back to square one. I think, if anything, it shows the importance of bringing in the likes of Kelly and making them better. Because bringing in players from outside Celtic, bringing in Tomoki Iwata, for as good as the player may be, he doesn't know what it means to. They don't have that fight for Celtic. And I think it was telling today, and I did say it was the first time in a long time today that Celtic have not had a player on the pitch at the start of a game that has came through the academy. And that's been the first in a long time. And why does that matter, did you say, Bas? Why does that matter? It matters because these are the young guys that are the future of the club. When you have players that all come through together and go on to play for the first team, they have a bit more motivation. They've got that bit more motivation to succeed. It's where foreign players will go, you know what, it's a bad day at the office, we lost the game. No, that doesn't work at Celtic. That doesn't work at Celtic. You need to win every single game. And there's a reason that you need to have that attitude to be able to win every single game. Anyway, the result was a bad day at the office. Bad day at the office, or was it just the fact that we never got going right from the start? Right from the start, we never got going. And before we get invaded by the one and only zombies, I think we're going to call it a day. Nobody will want to look at Celtic stuff today. Joseph says, hail, hail, too slow, playing from the back, passing sideways. Kyogo looks scared and not interested. Kyogo did look scared and not interested. There was one time he actually ran behind Matt O'Reilly. He ran behind Matt O'Reilly. Rather than trying to make room for himself, he ran behind Matt O'Reilly, who was kind of coming away from the box and going to the halfway line. Anyway, Sean 97 says, wasn't that hopeful we'll get a win in Slum Castle before? Yes, where's your laughing today? Karma is best. I thought Hart was brilliant in the Gates game. Aye, that is rank. We're all laughing today. We're all laughing today. And anyway, you're talking pure fish. Yes, you're talking pure fish. Here's the hun in the house. And there you go. You've waited 20 minutes. Waited 20 minutes to get your wee comment in. And there you go. You're gone. Just like that. Just like that. Remember, we decide. We decide. Anyway, Celtic, the same as liquidated since 1888. The unliquidated. And before any more of the hands come on, it's been absolutely fantastic watching yous. Imagine waiting 20 minutes. So he actually subscribed to the channel before we went live. Anyway, the bad day at the office. Be interesting to see what Brendan Rodgers says after the game today. When you look at it, we did have the chance to go top of the table and we didn't. And on that note, I'm going to have a fantastic afternoon with the lady. Have a fantastic afternoon, Celtic fans. Try. You remember, it's only a game of football.